I'm Liz Stevenson, and I'm the Department Administrator for Psychiatry. I have a lot of clinics off the hill, so I gotta travel to see my managers. I do a lot of carpool karaoke.
Would you be loved? Yeah. Be loved. Hi, Dr. Lou.
I had been a lawyer, and I decided to change careers. In the Hearing Research Center, Dr. Mary Meikle encouraged me to write an article about the subject of hearing disabilities in the courtrooms. So I wrote an article for the Law Journal, and they contacted Senator Hatfield, and he said, "Oh, I'm so all over this." And that's how I got to know Senator Hatfield and had him help me with my career, which was fantastic. Department Administrator at OHSU, you do everything, which is what I really love about this job. I make sure that the facility is working, that my doctors have everything they need to take care of patients. You make sure that you have enough staff available to run the clinics. I'm always, making sure that we have enough staff to run the clinics, run the lab, run whatever we're doing. Usually we have cake on Fridays. We try to keep everybody on the even keel here, make sure everybody's okay. Right now we have an inpatient ward with 20 beds in it, and that's going to move to Unity Health Center in January. It's such a fantastic development for psychiatric services in this area, and Unity means that Kaiser, Adventist, Legacy, and OHSU are going to work together so that when Unity opens, finally psychiatry has a home. My role in all this has been to hire all the providers. You can see that December and January are huge because those are mostly the Unity physicians coming on board. I've done a lot of family genealogy. I have a great-grandfather who ran for Congress out of Wisconsin. He was indicted for corruption. He lost, and he was, sentenced to prison. I'm pretty boring at home, and the time that I am at home, I'm like doing home stuff, and just being quiet, and I like to listen to music.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living the dream.
That's my favorite. What's next? One of the first days I was here, I did not know much about the provision of psychiatry to patients, and I probably didn't really understand how attached psychiatric patients become to their providers. And one of the very first days here, one of my providers asked me to buy him a new couch, and I got him a new couch, and I was so excited about the fact that I had got this new couch for him, and I had it delivered to his office, and I took the old couch out, and I had it in the hallway ready to be surplused. And I went back to my office thinking, job well done, right? And about 30 or 40 minutes later, the provider called me and said, "You got to get down here, we got a problem." And I thought, what? What could that possibly be, right? And it turns out that one of his patients had an appointment and was coming to his office, and the couch that she had sat on all of her time with him through her psychosis, her treatment, her marriage, her divorce, her homelessness, her getting a new house and finally coming back to see her provider and finally getting her life stabilized. And the couch was sitting in the hallway abandoned. And that couch meant so much to her. And she wouldn't go into the office, and she wouldn't go to sit on his new couch. And I was just stunned. I couldn't believe this. And I was like, oh, okay. And finally, the provider worked it out with her to give her the couch as a present for her new home, because she had just moved into a new home and didn't have any furniture. And he said, "But would you like it?" And she started to cry and said, "Yes, I really want this couch." It was her moment of healing to have that couch. And that was just like, that's what made me love this department. because of that couch. Yeah. It's really important what we do for people. Sorry. It's really important. The providers here are really important to their patients.